it, Granny?
Something's awful the matter with Jethro. I baked him his favorite cake, and he's barely touched it. Look.
Oh, I'd say he's touched it.
Yes. This is a pecan twirl with kumquat icing. On his last birthday, Jethro ate one of these in 2 minutes flat. Candles and all. And they were still burning.
Granny, I wouldn't get excited about it. There must be some reason.
Paul! Better come see to Jethro. He's out by the cement pond spouting love poems.
Well, you see, Granny, that explains the cake. The boy's got himself a sweetie. Now, there's no call to get excited.
But, Paul, you ain't seen who his sweetie is.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach.
Yep.
Oh, yes, sir, Uncle Jed.
There's nothing wrong with a boy liking his dogs, but don't you think he might rather have a nice bone?
Oh, that's my girlfriend, Susie.
Maybe you and me better have that long talk.
Daddy, Susie? I'm just practicing what I'm going to say to Susie.
Oh, you got yourself a girlfriend, huh?
Yeah, we's going to be married. Live in a vine-covered cottage and have scads of kids and live happy ever after. If I can work out just one problem.
What's that?
She hates me.
Well, that is a problem.
But she's got everything. Beautiful face, great figure, works at a drive-in restaurant. Boy, when she comes at me with a plate of hamburgers and French fries, my heart just goes to beating like a hammer. When she gets near and I see them little dabs of ketchup on her apron, smell that pickle relish on her fingers, that pretty near drives me mad.
Well, I reckon there's all kinds of love.
Oh, it's a real thing, Uncle Jim. I can feel it right here.
You sure that ain't indigestion?
No. But you got to give me some advice on court. I must have ate 300 hamburgers in the last week, and she ain't even give me a smile.
Well, boy, I'd sure like to help. But it's been a long while since I fished in them kind of waters, and times have changed.
What do you mean?
Well, I always say if you want to know what kind of bait they're biting on, ask the fella that's catching his limit.
Uncle Jed, I don't think you and me is talking about the same thing.
You ought to ask a ladies' man for advice.
Well, I don't know nothing. Unless it's Dash Riprock or them other movie stars.
Now you got yourself an idea.
You mean Dash?
You got yourself a string fool.
Yeah. Hot dog, look at this place.
Never mind, Jethro. Let's get right down to business. I'm expecting a friend. We can talk while I'm getting ready. Now, you say you want to learn how to make a hit with this girl.
Oh, no, sir. I want to marry her.
First thing you've got to do is get a date. You know how to ask for one?
Well, how about, hey, let's you and me go out spooning.
Oh, no, Jethro. There's a better way. Try something like, let's make this our evening to remember.
I see. Let me try. Let's make this our evening to remember. How about that, huh?
Jethro, I was putting on cologne.
Boy, you sure do smell good.
Jethro, I don't think I'm the kind of teacher you need.
Oh, come on, Dash. Why, you don't have to teach me. Just show me how you'd court a girl.
Well, all right. We'd probably start with a candlelight dinner for two and a little romantic atmosphere. Drapes closed. Soft music. Yeah. Flames lit.
Dog! Is that the way you cook the candlelight dinner for two?
No. Then we'd sit on the sofa. I'd put my arm around her, turn to her and say...
Hey, wait. Don't tell me. I know this part. You say, how do I love thee? Now let me soffer the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach.
Oh, howdy, Miss Jane. Come in. Good to see you.
Mr. Clampett, I have most distressing news. Jethro just called to tell us that he's purchasing a flashy new convertible.
I know. I told him to call you in case there's any papers he needs signed.
But did you know he's taking love lessons from Dash Riprock?
Yes, ma'am.
But Mr. Clampett, Dash Riprock is a notorious rake, roue, and libertine. Before you know it, Jethro will be just like him.
Well, it's a lot to hope for, but the boy does catch on to things fast.
Hi, Miss Hathaway.
No! Don't touch me, you fiend. You may have all the other women in the world. But you shall never have me.
Hi there, Dash. How are you?
Hi, Mr. Clampett. You know that Miss Hathaway is a real ding-a-ling.
But just between us, she's kind of took with you, too. So you come over to see Ellie Mae, have you?
Well, yes, sir. I was hoping she'd like to go out on a double date with me.
Double date? Well, I don't hardly think she'd want to be sharing you with another girl.
No, sir. Double date with another couple. Jethro was going to ask Susie, and he wondered if I'd like to go along.
Oh, well, we're much obliged for the way you happened to, boy.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Mr. Clampett. I hope you don't mind my advising him to get a nice convertible for dates. Jethro needs to project an image of worldliness, savoir-faire, sophistication. Well, here she is, Uncle Jen. Ain't it a beauty? I'm going right over and ask Susie for a date.
You didn't trade a truck on this thing, did you?
Oh, no, sir. What a deal I made. $75, just as she says.
Don't believe it.
Heck, all the chrome stuff on it's worth that.
It sure is a lot of it. What do you call that color?
Passionate purple. Look out, Susie. Here I come.
Engine fell out.
Jethro, unless you get this thing fixed, you ain't gonna have time to see Susie about a date.
Ellie Mae fixed it, Uncle Jed. I'm going right over and ask Susie now.
You know what to say, do you?
Oh, yeah, Dash told me. Got it all wrote down, right here. Mr. Purr.
Well, it ain't gonna purr along without thee.
Hey, Susie. It's me, Jethro.
Oh, it's you.
Notice anything different about me?
Yeah, you're not eating.
No, I mean my new car. Ain't it something?
Sure. But what?
Hey, it's my Hollywood wolf wagon. I bet you never seen anything like this before.
No, I've never seen anything like you before.
Oh, shucks.
Look, I'm busy. What's your order?
You?
Oh, forget it, Buster. You want the usual 6 hamburgers or not?
No, I better check the notes. Let's make this our evening to remember.
Go jump in the lake.
I'll be looking forward to it. It's the last time I'll ever listen to anything Dash Riprock tells me.
You know Dash Riprock? The movie star?
Oh, yeah, he's the one you and me were supposed to double date with tonight.
Really?
We was going to a drive-in movie.
Jethro, try me again.
Again? You mean the part about making this our evening to remember?
I'd love to.
Hot dog! I must have read my notes wrong. See you later. Hey, Susie, how about the popcorn?
Jethro, is this the only movie you could find?
Here comes the swamp monster. What happened to the sound?
I bet through the speaker cord.
Jethro, let's go get a drink of water.
Oh, I already had 6 orange drinks, Dash. I ain't thirsty.
I am. Come on. Jethro, will you forget about food? Start doing some good with Susie?
Oh, I'm waiting for the love scenes, Dash. Like you told me.
Love scenes? In this movie?
Yeah. In the end, the swamp monster falls in love with the giant squid.
Well, don't wait for that. As soon as you can, put your arms around her and say some of the things I told you.
Gotcha, Dash. Susie, Could we get a drink of water? Boy, I thought I'd never get them horns to stop.
Jethro, this time do like I told you and try not to lean on anything, including Susie.
Right.
And when we get back, put the top up. She may feel self-conscious in that open car.
Right.
Golly, Dash, watching them lizards fighting sure got everybody here in a mean mood.
What do you mean, Ellie?
Well, nobody's watching the picture no more. They's all wrestling.
Jethro's gonna put the top up.
Yeah, so you won't feel
cold.
I'm not cold, Dash.
I'll have it up in a minute. It's a power top. It's stuck. I'll have it down in a minute. I'll fix it right now.
Hurry up, Jethro. The swamp monster's coming back.
I'll have it in a minute.
Hope so.
Dash, can we go get another drink of water? Gosh, Dash, things ain't working out too good.
No kidding. Well, we might as well get out of this place. I know a spot up on Mulholland Drive with a great view. Maybe you'll have better luck there.
Boy, I hope so. Susie's getting to like the swamp monster better than me. Hey, what do you say we get out of this place?
Oh, I'm for that.
I know a spot up on Mulholland Drive.
Well,
Take it easy. It's going to mean crawling under the car and getting all greasy and ruining some good clothes, but don't you worry. Ellie will fix it.
I wish you'd come inside.
Where are they, Jed?
Well, maybe it's one of them, what you call double features.
Till 4 in the morning?
Hold on, Granny. Here they come now.
boy, your old car sure made a mess of our double date.
Oh, quit complaining, Ellie. Got us home, didn't it?
Oh, howdy there, Dash.
Good morning, Mr. Clampett. Did Jethro and Ellie Mae get home all right last night?
Oh, yeah. What you got there?
This is Jethro's drive shaft. I found it on the ground after they towed him away.
Well, too bad about last night. Car took the wind out of the boy's sail.
Really down in the dumps, huh?
If he was any lower, he could walk under a bench with his hat on.
Well, I'll have a talk with him.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach.
You reading poetry to Susie again?
Not Susie, Duke.
You?
Yeah. I'm through with women. Dogs is man's best friend. Oh, hi, Dash.
I wouldn't give up on Susie so soon, Jethro. I think your car was most of the trouble.
Yeah, well, it ain't gonna be no more. Yonder she sits,
Squashed into one big hunk.
That's your car?
Yes, sir. I'll hold it down to the junkyard and have them bail it.
Well, what'd you do that for?
Well, I knew it weren't no good, Uncle Jed, but I just couldn't bear to part with it.
Cheer up, Jethro. We can still figure out a way for you to make a hit with Susie.
Well, I don't think so, Dash. I can't even make a hit with Duke.
You know, when I was courting, I always done best when I took the girl out someplace extra special. Like, up to watch the bats fly out of Carson's cave at sundown.
Oh, shucks. I'd do all right, though, if I had a pad like Dash's to ask a girl up to.
Okay, you've got it.
I do?
You sure, Dash?
Well, sure, I got a date with Ellie Mae tonight. He can have it all evening.
Hot dog! I'll go out and ask Susie right now. Watch out for that!
Jethro may not be the smartest date that girl ever has, but he'll sure be the cleanest.
Come in, beautiful. Come in, beautiful. Come in, beautiful.
Jethro.
Howdy. Come in, beautiful.
This is Dash Riprock's apartment.
Yeah. Gee, I never thought I'd get a date with you after last night.
Neither did I.
Huh?
Nothing. Do you think Dash might show up later on?
We're all alone.
Oh, well. Just wait till the girls hear that I was in Dash's apartment. What is that smell?
It's cologne. I picked it out myself. It's called Kissing the Lilacs.
Jethro, that's a perfume for women.
I know. You're a woman. That's why I throw it on an extra lot. Would you like a drink?
Sure.
Ice water right out of the tap.
Well, this is a surprise, Ellie. I thought we'd be going out tonight.
Well, you ain't even had the surprise yet, Dash. Close your eyes. Now, sit down and let me hold your hand. Here it comes. Taffy.
Taffy?
Yeah. Pull it. Now we're going to have some real fun.
Oh, boy.
I'll get it, Granny.
But I could stand by no longer. I must rescue Jethro from the tainted tutelage of that despicable Dash Riprock.
Jethro ain't here, Miss Jean.
No, he's over to Dash's apartment.
On-the-job training, I suppose. Wait until I see Dash.
Dash is in the parlor with Ellie.
You left them alone!
Let go, Dash. Let go.
I can't, Ellie. I'm stuck on you.
Hand that child! And now to rescue Jethro!
You know that Miss Hathaway is a real ding-a-ling.
She give Dash a clock upside of the head.
Remind me not to invite her to a taffy pull.
You'd appear right worked up over it.
Are you sure you wouldn't like to sit on the sofa?
Oh, no, thanks, Jethro. I really ought to be going now. It's been a real thrill. Gee, thanks for everything.
Hey, wait, don't go. We can watch TV.
Oh, is there a Dash Riprock picture on?
I'll see.
Oh.
We can watch for a while, and by then our candlelight gourmet supper for two will be ready. Susie?
Oh, no. No more of that.
Hey, wait!
No, I really have to go, Jethro. Thanks for everything.
Hey, but we ain't had our candlelight gourmet supper for two yet. Well, wait, I'll get it. Cooked just special for you. I know you're gonna like it. Look, 3 dozen hamburgers. Heck, Far. I didn't get a chance to dim the lights or turn on the music or light the flames. It's a shame to waste all these hamburgers. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to sit down and drown my sorrow.
Jethro! I'm here to save you.
Save me from what?
The influence of Dash Riprock.
Oh, shucks. I didn't get a chance to use any of the things Dash showed me.
What things?
Well, lots of stuff. You want some of these hamburgers?
Show me. What things?
Miss Jane, you're too nice a girl. I mean, you're not the type...
Jethro, show me.
First, you got to go sit on the sofa.
Yes, then what?
Well, then I'm supposed to sit down, sneak my hand over, and turn on the music.
Yes?
Boy, them hamburgers sure smell good.
What next?
Then I'm supposed to dim the lights.
Yes?
Then I'm supposed to say, "You're beautiful, but ravishing."
Yes!
And then I'm supposed to say,
Jethro! This is maddening.
"I know. I can't stand it no longer."
Oh, me neither.
Good. Let's get out them hamburgers.
Pretty near, Granny, but I wish you'd give up churning when you're mad. We've been getting a lot of splinters in the butter lately.
Well, you can blame Jethro for the state I'm in. I declare, Jed, that boy is turning into a first-class girl chaser.
Well, I always said if you're going to do something, do it well.
That's it. Make a joke of it. What you ought to do is take him to the woodshed.
We ain't got a woodshed.
And they call this a mansion. He ought to do something. He's run out on his chores again today.
Well, Granny, he's likely just hired, and all you got to do is flush him out.
I say he ain't here. And I say he's where he is every day. Riding up and down Wilshire Boulevard on that truck, showing off to the girls.
He ain't showing off today. I just clipped his wings. I took the steering wheel.
Mark my words, Jed, that boy is headed for trouble. He's on the road to ruination.
Well, if he is, he's walking.
Don't say I didn't warn you. And it's you that give him the 3 keys to perdition.
3 keys to perdition?
Fine clothes, fancy car, and 50 cents a week. And it's you that'll reap the harvest when the seeds of temptation is trampled on by the little foxes. Because as the rod is spared, so is the twig bent. And then the dancers have got to pay for casting the first stone.
I don't know what she said, but she sure could stir up a camp meeting with it.
Boy, driving that thing without a steering wheel sure keeps a fella hustling. I pretty near run over that little old gal.
What little old gal?
Well, that one coming up the driveway yonder.
Who is she?
I don't know.
Howdy, ma'am.
Howdy. Is this here the Clampett place?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Jed Clampett, and this here is my nephew, Jethro Bodie.
Howdy.
Howdy. I reckon y'all don't remember me, do you?
Well, you look familiar, but I just can't place you.
You remember the Fetty family? Live back over Possum Ridge?
Why, sure. Are you one of Jake Fetty's girls?
I'm Emmeline.
Well, bless my soul. Jethro, you recollect the Fetty girl?
I sure do. Why, I used to chuck rocks at them.
Jethro's growed up a lot since then.
So she.
Yeah, well, come on in. It's mighty pleasure to see you. Jethro, where's your manners? Emmeline's tired.
Oh, yes, sir, Uncle Jed.
Ready?
Jethro done got married.
Down.
I warned you, Jed. I told you this would happen if you let him run wild.
They just met.
Oh, it's worse than I thought. How could you marry a stranger?
We ain't married.
No.
This little girl is from back home. She just...
I'll bet you don't recognize her, do you?
Who don't? I never forget a face.
Granny, we ain't seen this family in some time. They used to...
Now, don't tell me. I'll get her place right off. Gertrude Sockmeyer. Isabel Gooch. Frida Boggs, Florence Twitty, F.C. Holt, Fanny Bell Nickel, Lily Holmes, Lucella Jacks.
Granny.
Now, don't tell me. Don't tell me I never forget a face.
Give me a little hint. Possum Ridge, Jake, and Dora.
Of course. Dora Ridge. Dora Possum.
This is Jake and Dora Fetty's girl, Emmeline.
Why'd you have to tell me? I'd have got it. Honey.
Thank you, Granny.
Well, Jethro, let's get Emmeline settled up in the spare room next to Ellie Mae.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of Ellie, put her down. I meant take her things up to the spare room.
Oh, now, wait. I just come by to make my handies. I don't aim to put my feet under your table.
Hey, looky here. A cuckoo clock.
Paul had me fetch this along to get me up mornings. He said the hotel might not have a rooster.
Oh, Emmeline, you're home, folks. We can't let you stay in a hotel.
Bus driver said that I might be able to get into the YWCA.
I wouldn't stay no place that had to be spelt in mixed company.
You're staying right here.
I sure don't want to be any bother.
Won't be no bother at all. I'll just water the soup.
Howdy.
Ellie Mae, you recognize this girl?
Now, don't waste your time, Jed. She ain't got my memory for faces. This is Emmeline Fetty from back home.
Oh, hi there, Emmeline. Howdy, Ellie. My goodness, y'all sure wear short dresses out here. Oh, this here's what you call a beach jacket. Ellie, you're showing your skimpies. This is a bathing suit. A bathing suit?
I reckon you ain't never seen nothing like that before, have you?
I sure never. Back home, folks still takes a bath with nothing on.
Well, Ellie Mae explained it to you. Ellie, suppose you take Emmeline up and show her that spare room next to yours and see if she's made comfortable.
Sure will, Paul. Come on, Emmeline. Later on, we'll go swimming in a cement pond.
Jed, how come Jake and Dora didn't write us their daughter was coming to California?
Could be because they can't write.
Why'd you come?
Could be because they sent her.
What for?
Well, Granny, when you got as many young'uns as the Fettys, you don't need too big a reason for getting shed of one.
They sure had a house full, didn't they?
It is for a fact. You throw a rock on their roof, it looked like school was letting out.
I declare, y'all so good to me, it's just making my head spin. I think I better lay down for a spell. What's that thing? Oh, that there's a telephone. Why, you can talk to folks that lives miles away from here on that. What'll they think of next? Well, I'll be back directly, Emmeline. Bye, Ellie. Colonel, Rita. Okay, I'm in Fort Knox. Yeah, they fell for it. Hook, line, and spare room. Great job of research on that Fetty family. I thought there was something you dreamed up. Don't worry. I'll get enough photographs and tape recordings to shake Jed Clampett loose from a cool million. Emmeline's just a pine in the hurry to go swimming, but she don't want to wear no bathing suit.
What?
Go put the steering wheel on the truck.
Well, I already done that.
Well, then drive it down to the station and fill it with gas.
Well, I done that, too.
Then drive it around till it needs doing again and then do it again.
But Uncle Jed, that ain't...
Oh, boy.
Got gas.
Ellie Mae, you give Emmeline one of your bathing suits and explain to her...
Well, I done give her one of my bathing suits, Paul, but she's scared you won't like her showing her limbs.
Well, I gotta admit, it did jolt me some when we first come out here, but seems all the young'uns do it, so tell her it's all right.
Well, I did, Paul, but she says she ain't gonna budge out of her room until you come up and tell her it's fitting.
Well, that's the way it has to be.
Who is it?
It's me, Jed Clampett. I just want to say it's all right for you to go swimming in your swimming suit. See you downstairs.
Just wait a minute. Don't go away. Oh, Mr. Clampett, it's you.
Yes, ma'am.
Gracious, and I'm standing here with my belly showing. Why, I'm so ashamed.
Well, no call for you to feel ashamed, Emmeline. Things are different out here than they is back home.
Please let me go to the YWCA.
Oh, you're staying right here.
Oh, don't do that, Mr. Clampett.
What? Oh, don't do what?
Don't shut the door.
All right, leave it open.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, I trust you. Honest, I do. You remind me so much of my daddy.
Well, that's funny. He wasn't no more than 5 feet tall.
Yeah. Why, he wouldn't have come up any more back here on you.
Miss Emmeline, I think that clock of yours is busted. I think I'll take it downstairs and fix it.
Oh, don't do that, Mr. Clampett. It's all right.
But that little bird keeps jumping out and cuckooing all the time.
Well, maybe it's the mating season.
Miss Emmeline, I think you better forget about swimming and have yourself a little rest.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're the nicest man, Mr. Clampett.
There it goes again. Miss Emmeline, I think you and that clock is both wound up too tight.
Jed, what's taking you so long?
Well, it's the mating season for cuckoos.
What?
Well, you see, that little bird kept jumping out of the clock, and Miss Emmeline said, never mind. Anyway, she ain't going swimming.
Oh, yes, I am.
Well, I thought you was all tuckered out.
Not anymore. I feel like $1 million. Colonel, Rita. Listen, you clown. Why didn't you tell me my father was 5 feet tall? Oh, I covered for it all right. And I've got some great films and tape. Okay, I'll meet you at the camera store at 2 o'clock.
Emmeline, you out here?
I've got to go. King Kong is stalking us.
Hey, what you doing?
Jethro, there's a bee in this gourd, and it's just a buzzing to beat the band.
Well, that ain't no gourd.
Well, it's got a vine on it.
Here's our telephone, you poor dumb country girl.
Sorry.
Oh, shucks. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. You won't believe this, but 4 years ago when we came here, well, I was just as big a hick as you are.
Oh, go on.
Well, yeah, it's the truth. Well, I was a regular hayseed.
You sure have changed.
Well, I reckon it's living so close to Hollywood, some of that movie star stuff just rubbed off on me.
Can we get to town by 2 o'clock? Well, I want to get back here in time for my chores.
Well, I'll check the time. Oh, let's see.
Land sakes. Look at that watch.
You noticed it, huh? My Uncle Jed gave it to me. Let me pick it out myself.
It's a doozy.
See that little mouse with them short breeches and them yellow gloves? Well, his hands tell the time.
What time is it now?
I don't know. One of the hands fell off.
Excuse me, Chief. There's a Colonel Foxhall to see you.
Has he got an appointment?
No, but he says it concerns $1 million.
He's got an appointment.
Colonel.
Thank you, my dear.
Colonel Foxhall.
Colonel Gaylord Meriwether Foxhall, at your service, sir.
My pleasure.
Sit down. Thank you.
Well, I understand this concerns $1 million.
Yes, I believe I am conservative in valuing the contents of this portmanteau at $1 million cash.
Miss Hathaway, bring in a deposit slip.
Oh, but I'm not depositing. I am withdrawing.
What do you mean withdrawing? How can you withdraw if you haven't got any money in the bank?
Yes, sir, but I believe Mr. Clampett has a great deal of money in your bank. And it's $1 million of his that I plan to withdraw.
You a friend of Jed Clampett?
I never met the gentleman.
Miss Hathaway, what's the idea of letting this Southern fried phony in my office?
An appointment?
You said he had $1 million. Now throw him out.
Mr. Drysdale, before you make any rash decisions, what does this look like to you?
Like a wild old man after a sweet young girl.
Exactly. Would you care to identify that wild old man?
Possible. Yes.
Here are some others you might care to peruse. They tell the sordid tale of a sweet, innocent country girl who was lured into the mansion of a Beverly Hills millionaire. Once inside, this frightened maiden pleaded to be allowed the sanctuary of the YWCA. But her pleas fell on deaf and decadent ears.
Now, look, I don't...
Thereupon, as these pictures so clearly illustrate, the sanctity of her boudoir was brazenly invaded by this backwoods Bluebeard. But Mr. Clampett did, my dear, and the scars upon the soul of this sweet, simple maiden can be erased only by time. Time and $1 million. Cash.
This is out-and-out extortion, the old Badger game. I'm going to call the police.
Mr. Drysdale, you do lack imagination. I believe, Mr. Clampett, you should be an officer in your bank.
Well, Chief, you did make him vice president for a day.
So, let's look at tomorrow morning's headlines.
Commerce Bank officer in love this scandal.
Well, then that's just a dummy newspaper.
True. The real one will be profusely illustrated by these fascinating photographs.
Wrong number.
Oh, here you are, Uncle Jed. Can we have us that man-to-man talk?
Sure, sit down. Well, what do you want to talk about?
Emmeline Fetty. Can her and me get married?
Married?
Yeah, you see, she is crazy mad, desperate in love with me.
It's kind of sudden, ain't it?
I reckon. But you got to remember, she's just a plain, dumb old country girl. She ain't never seen nobody like me before. Said so herself.
When did all this come about?
When I was driving her into town and back. I didn't aim for it to happen. I tried to keep the lid clamped down on my charm, but something must have slopped over.
And now she's crazy mad in love with you, huh?
Is she ever? Why, all the way home, she kept trying to get me to drive to some out-of-the-way place where we could be alone.
No fooling.
Yeah, kept asking me to get lost.
Boy, I don't believe I'd rush you into anything.
But, Ted, she needs a husband. Well, that's an awful dumb girl. You know that cuckoo clock that needed fixing?
Yeah?
She took it to a camera store.
You sure you want to marry a girl that dumb?
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Jed. I'm smart enough for both of us. You should have seen her face when I told her that I graduated 6th grade.
Well, that would carry weight with the Petties. It never was long on learning.
I think it was my cipher that really put a match to her heart and set her flaming with desire.
Ciphered for her, did you?
Uncle Jed, when I got to the multiplication table at 12, it like to drove her crazy. She commenced moaning, gasping for breath, and her eyes rolled back in her head.
Good thing you didn't cipher no gazintas. She might have married you then and there.
I'll go do something for her right now. Emmeline! Hey, Emmeline!
Wait a minute, boy. We're just through. Come back.
Emmeline! Oh, here you are. Hey, listen to this. A 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 10 twice.
I still say the Clampetts are innocent. And Emmeline is just a Jezebel, pruded by this...
Help! Help!
Oh, howdy, Miss Jane.
Hi, Miss Jane. Jethro, come back here. Stop chasing her. Put her down. She don't belong to you yet.
Oh, yes, she does.
Yes, she does. Go in, folks. Put her down, Jethro.
Shocking. Shocking. Why, they're fighting over her like beasts. I'm not so sure we should settle for $1 million.
What do you think, Granny?
Oh, I like this one, Jed.
They're all good pictures. What are you asking for these, Colonel Foxhole?
Foxhall, sir. I'm asking $1 million.
$1 million?
Well, I ain't bought many pictures, but that does seem a mite steep.
Mr. Clampett, if you don't need his price, these pictures will appear on the front page of tomorrow's newspaper.
Well, there's an idea. Granny, let's wait till tomorrow and cut them out of the paper.
Good thinking, Jed. Excuse me, everybody. I got a brace of possum in the oven.
I hope you'll stay to supper, Colonel. Granny's possum is finger-licking good.
Mr. Clampett, I find your levity and jocularity most inappropriate to the solemn occasion which has brought us together here, and I will tolerate no further sham or delay while this sweet, innocent girl suffers the pangs of purloined probity.
Well, doggy. Put him with Granny, and a pair of them would tear a camp meeting wide open.
What happened to Emmeline? Oh, there you are. 5 goes into 15 3 times, 5 goes into 24.
Please.
Oh, it drives you wild, too, huh, Miss Tandy? What are these pictures? Hey, Uncle Jed, you're kissing my girl.
Jethro.
No wonder you sent me out of the house this morning. Why, you was aiming to steal my sweetie.
Jethro.
Keep talking, boy. I'm recording every word.
I'm sorry, Uncle Jed, but we're going to have to fight us a duel.
Now, look, boy.
I'll be back quick as I can find a glove to slap you with.
Miss Clampett, I urge you to make some sort of settlement.
Decency demands it, sir. And I say to you, if satisfaction is not...
Colonel, come down off your stump. I aim to do the right thing.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Miss Emmeline and me will be married right off. Roll to the Hills demands it. I done seen her in her skimpies and flimsies. We leave for Bug Tussle tonight and honeymoon in Snyder's Swamp. What? And we'll move into that little shack back to Possum Ridge with your ma and pa and 17 sisters.
You gotta be out of your skull.
Now, my dear.
Stop, Dad. I'm blowing this caper.
Hey, Emmeline, I couldn't find a glove to swap my Uncle Jed with, but will you marry me without a duel?
Get lost.
Hot dog! Uncle Jed, she still loves me!